Hey guys, Steven here, CTO of Crypto Universe, and today I want to show you how to reflash your Avalonminer controller, so basically how to reinstall the software on your controller. So please only do this if you experience any issues or if your miner is not working at all. Well, all you need is your controller, so right over here. Then you need a microSD to regular sized SD adapter. You only need that adapter if you don't have a microSD card reader. So if you have a normal card reader, you can get these adapters, and there you plug in your microSD card, and then you have a full-sized regular SD card, which you can plug in into your computer or into your card reader. Then you need the correct firmware. I'll show you that in a second. And you also need a tool called Win32 Disk Imager. So that's basically the flashing tool we need in order to reinstall the software on the controller. Alright, so you will find all the download links down below in the video description, so make sure you download everything, have your controller ready, have your adapter ready, and then you can get started. Well, first of all, the trickiest part is actually to get the SD card out of the controller. So you can use a screwdriver or a knife as a little tool to get it out, but be really careful so you won't damage your microSD card. Now, if you have a microSD card reader, just plug it in. If you have a normal sized, regular sized SD card reader, put it into the adapter and then plug it into your computer. Well, then just wait until your computer actually shows the SD card. So as you can see, it's right over here. So it's my USB drive, 11 megabytes out of 20 megabytes. So this is how the partition usually looks like. Now, when you use your own SD card, make sure it has at least 4 gigabytes of space and also has class 10 reading speeds. If you buy very cheap SD cards, this could also be an issue when your controller is not working. Now the next thing is we're going to format the SD card. So usually you don't need to do that, but it really helps to have less problems with your SD card. So just go here to the Windows tool and enter disk, and then you should get create and format hard disk partitions. So that's the Windows disk management. And in here, you should basically somewhere see your SD card. So I have a 16 gigabyte SD card, so it's the 14.48 gigabyte SD card. And right here, I will now just delete with a right click all the healthy partitions. There we go. So that's the first one. Then usually the disk imager also makes another partition, which you can see right over here. So also make sure you delete that partition, and then you should have all the unallocated space. Now you can do right click and you go to new simple volume, and here you choose next. You can assign any letter you want, it actually doesn't matter. You go also here to next, make sure you choose FAT32. Allocation unit size, keep all that on default, same for the name. Also you can do a non-quick format, but it will take some more time, so usually a quick format is okay. Go to next, hit the finish button, and then there you go. It's now formatting the the disk, and as you can see, we have here a new volume with the full space. Alright, so now we need the corresponding firmware. So as you can see here in my dashboard, I'm running Avalon 7s. So I need the firmware for the Avalon 7. If you have an Avalon 8 unit, it's not going to work with a controller which has an Avalon 7 unit on it. So be really careful with that. Now you can find the corresponding firmware on the Canaan.io website. You go to downloads and software. All the links are down below in the description, so all you have to do is click it. And there you will see all the softwares from the Avalon 1 up to the Avalon 8 series. So we are going to reflash that one with an Avalon 8 image because I want to test my Avalon 8 miners. So now pick the Avalon miner which you have. So I have an 841 miner, so I go here to Avalon 841. Then I go to OpenWRT. It's the same basically in every folder. Then you go to latest, that's usually the latest software version. And now you have to differentiate between your controller. If you bought the controller from us, it's usually always in Raspberry Pi 3. If you have an older controller, it could be in Raspberry Pi 2 or 1, but you need to check out what kind of controller you have. Just Google the pictures on the internet. But all the Avalonminer controllers are actually RPI 3 models. Alright, so just download the software. As you can see, Here's a zip file and an image. Usually it's better to download the whole zip file, so just right click it, save as, and save it somewhere on your desktop. So this can take some time. It's an 80 megabyte image. You could also download the zipped version, which has 10 to 20 megabytes, and then you have to extract it on your desktop. Alright, so the download has finished, and now it's time to flash the controller. So we have the SD card ready, which is formatted. We have the correct image, that's very important, so double check it. And now we have to load up the image. So make sure you open up the Win32 disk imager, just to be sure, make sure you run it as administrator. That's also very important. Then you will see that screen here. So make sure you choose here the correct image file. So press that blue folder. Then go to the desktop or wherever you have saved your image. And then make sure you pick the correct image. As you can see, there are two different ones. So I'll pick that one. That's the correct one. Don't check anything here. So don't change anything, the default settings are okay. Just make sure on the device that you're flashing it to the correct device. So if you have more things plugged in like USB drives, always make sure you're flashing it to the correct device. Okay, then we hit the right button, there we go. Just hit yes to continue, and now don't touch your computer, wait until it's finished. So this usually takes no more than 30 seconds, and then you will get write successful. Now you can press the exit button, and then also safely remove the SD card from your computer. And now you have the flashed micro SD card. For sure, the flash could also go wrong, then you have to reflash it. So if your controller is not booting, just repeat the process. So well, now it's also really important to put the micro SD card back in the correct way to the controller. So that's also very important. If you put it in the other way, it's not going to work. Put it back in, connect your controller to Ethernet. It's now back on the standard IP, which is 192.168.0.100. So the IP has been resetted, settings have been resetted. All you have to do is just replug it to your computer, follow our tutorial, and get it back to work. So guys, thank you very much for watching. You will find all the information, a written guide, and also the links to the firmware and tools used in this video down below in the description. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask down below in the comments, and I'm very happy to see you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.